next on ABC 7 at noon.
Our Jordanian pilot burnt to death at the hands of ISIS. The King of Jordan retaliated with a swift response.
6 people are dead and many more injured when a commuter train slammed into an SUV. I'm Elizabeth Herr in Valhalla, New York with the new details.
And the latest on the hostage situation in Montana Vista. A victim remains in critical condition. Also, what we've learned about the suspect.
Also coming up, meteorologist Crystal Clay has your storm track weather forecast.
Yet again, a nice afternoon ahead of us, but we're already in the 60s. So does that mean today's the day for the 70s? Your answer today on ABC 7 at noon.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC 7 at noon.
Good afternoon and thanks for joining us for ABC 7 at noon. I'm Denise Olivas.
And I'm Luke Liddon. From the Middle East, swift retaliation for the gruesome death of our Jordanian pilot. Yesterday, a video released by ISIS showing the captured 26-year-old being burned to death in a cage. Jordan's king rushing home, cutting his American trip short, and personally calling for the execution of 2 convicted militants that it had in custody. ABC's Karen Travers has the story developing now.
Jordan wasted no time. Before dawn, 2 al-Qaeda terrorists on death row there hanged. Their bodies removed from the prison this morning. The execution orders given by King Abdullah himself. One of the prisoners was the female failed suicide bomber, Sajida al-Rishawi, sentenced to death 9 years ago for her involvement in a hotel attack that killed some 60 Jordanians. Last week, ISIS tried to get al-Rishawi released in a prisoner exchange. Jordan is in mourning today, still in shock over the horrific killing of Muav al-Qasasba, whose warplane crashed over Syria in December. In an undated video, the Jordanian pilot was seen in a cage and then burned alive by ISIS as a group of fighters stood watch over the scene. ABC News will not broadcast the images.
My sense is that it will only serve to further isolate ISIS in the eyes of the international community.
Al-Qasasbe's family, prominent tribal leaders in Jordan. They said today the execution of 2 al-Qaeda prisoners was not enough. Jordan's King Abdullah met with President Obama at the White House last night before flying home to deal with this crisis. In a televised address yesterday, he urged his nation to stand strong.
The U.S.-led coalition has carried out some 2,000 airstrikes against ISIS, and military officials say for now that strategy will continue. Karen Travers, ABC News, Washington.
25 people confirmed dead after a plane in Taiwan goes down, and it was all caught on dash cam video. The scene, horrifying. A dash cam from a vehicle on a highway captures the Trans-Asia plane as it clips a bridge and plunges into a river just after taking off. It crushes a taxi cab before plunging in the water. 58 passengers were on board that plane. The survivors of the crash escaped, and the dramatic rescue scenes played out on live TV. More than 100 first responders rushing to the scene. And search efforts continue this hour. Passengers still missing. Trans-Asia officials say the plane was new and recently serviced. This is the second deadly Trans-Asia flight in just 7 months. The recovered flight data recorder should help investigators understand what went wrong.
A more incredible video, this from New York, where a commuter train hit a Jeep stuck on the train tracks, killing at least 7 people. Several others were injured. Officials say the SUV was stopped on the tracks when the gates came down over it. The driver got out of her car to check it out, and she and the Jeep were then hit by the Harlem Line train. And we have a full report just minutes away. Well, a much better picture here in the borderland. This is a live shot from the camera on top of the ABC 7 studio in West El Paso. We call it the weather deck, and things are looking beautiful outside right now. Not a single cloud in the sky. So let's get the latest from Storm Track Weather.
Meteorologist Crystal Clay has your first forecast. Crystal, it's nearly a perfect day.
Yeah, Luke, Denise, good afternoon. I know that our weather deck shot actually looks like it's a freeze frame from yesterday, but it's not. The conditions are just very similar. We're talking another sunny, great afternoon ahead of us. Temperatures, though, are a little warmer than yesterday. We're at 63 in El Paso now. Winds are calm outside, and our relative humidity, it's plunged now just 34%. No chance of rain in the forecast today. That sunshine, it's holding on. We're also at 63 degrees in Las Cruces. Your winds light, 3 miles per hour. That's not going to be the case in the afternoon, the winds will start to pick up a bit as a cool front that's to the north of us starts to head our direction and gives us those breezy conditions. On your clouds and radar map, right now we're not really seeing the effects of that cold front, and really we're not going to see a ton of difference because no rain will be involved with this front. Again, though, those winds will be picking up. Notice the clear skies will mix in with those windy to breezy conditions. Breeziness lasting right on into Thursday. We'll talk more about how high those wind speeds will go, but also about how high those temperatures are going to go up in a few minutes.
All right, Crystal, thank you for that. The man involved in Monday night's hostage situation remains in jail today on a $300,000 bond. He is 40-year-old Alberto Montelongo. Customs and Border Protection officials confirm he is a Border Patrol agent. Montelongo is charged with 2 counts of criminal attempted murder. The El Paso Sheriff's Office says that the hostage situation unraveled late Monday night at home off Desert Willow and Bradley in Montana Vista. CBP says Montelongo and another off-duty Border Patrol agent were involved in a domestic dispute. ABC 7 confirmed with the Central Appraisal District that Montelongo and his wife Angelica Parra own the home. Officials say the altercation led to a third person being shot who remains in critical condition. Montelongo was just arrested last Friday for a domestic dispute. He was an agent with 11 years of experience at the Isleta station, and our newsroom is following this story today, so tune in to our later newscast for any new developments.
The trial for a man accused of killing a state trooper continues today. Edgardo Flores is charged with manslaughter and aggravated assault for the 2012 crash that killed state trooper Javier Arana. Prosecutors say Flores admitted to running a red light, but the defense countered that claim, saying witnesses saw the state trooper speeding and running the red light. One of the 2 witnesses that took the stand today says she saw the officer enter the intersection during a yellow light, while another witness said it was a red light. They also say Flores was in severe pain and was intimidated by 2 Texas Rangers into admitting he ran the red light. And a 10-day-old baby is dead after his mother says she found him unresponsive. The Doña Ana County Sheriff's Office says the boy was found not breathing inside an East Mesa home Monday. He was pronounced dead at the hospital. A sheriff spokeswoman told us the baby tested positive for methamphetamines when he was born. No other information has been released, but the investigation is still underway.
And now back to that deadly train wreck in New York. Investigators are trying to piece together exactly what happened yesterday during the height of rush hour.
A deadly crash between a New York commuter train and an SUV. ABC's Elizabeth Hur is on the scene now in Valhalla, New York. She has our complete coverage.
Tragedy on the tracks.
This is probably the worst tragedy I've ever responded to.
On one of the busiest rail lines in the country.
Screaming, yelling, it was just total panic.
The Metro North commuter train in New York striking a Jeep stuck on the tracks. The impact sparking a fire so intense, part of the train melted.
People were yelling for a fire extinguisher, to call 911. A lot of yelling, a lot of screaming.
The chaos from the collision just north of New York City caught on this cell phone camera. Authorities saying the crash killed at least 5 passengers on the train and the driver. Rick Hope was in the vehicle just behind the Jeep.
The gate came down and hit the back of the car in front of me. She was trying to make it to the other side.
Federal investigators are now on the ground trying to determine what went wrong.
Our first order of business is what we've already done. That is to take command of the accident scene.
The rail line already under scrutiny following a string of crashes, most recently in 2013 when 4 commuters were killed after the conductor fell asleep.
At this point, all indications from the MTA at least is that it was not a problem with the tracks or anything. It was unfortunately a human error.
Investigators from the NTSB, their work they believe could last about a week here on the scene, but we are told it could take up to a year to complete this investigation. Elizabeth Hur, ABC News, Valhalla, New York.
Sunland Park is now out of a city manager. At yesterday's meeting, 5 out of 6 councilors decided to fire Vernon Wilson after only 13 months on the job. Sunland Park Mayor Javier Perea did thank Wilson for his service and offered him a chance to say something. Wilson talked about the credibility of councilors and urged them to spend money responsibly. Here's what Wilson had to tell us after the meeting.
I have told them repeatedly that they are doing things illegally. They are doing things that are in contradiction to the state statutes. Every time they interfere with a staff action or a operational action in the city, they're in violation of state law, their own ordinance, and my contract.
One woman who lives in Sunland Park tells us she's upset that city leaders did not reach out to the public about firing Wilson, especially because Wilson says he's owned a year's salary of $80,000 as a severance. It's worth noting that Sunland Park City Council had discussed firing Wilson before last April. Santa Teresa is one step closer to incorporating, but Doña Ana County says there are still a number of hurdles standing in the way. The area we're talking about runs along the northwestern boundary of Sunland Park. Santa Teresa community leaders presented the resolution last night at Sunland Park City Council meeting, asking it to support their incorporation efforts. Sunland Park Mayor Javier Perea asked the two parties to come together soon to discuss the resolution in a workshop.
And we do have some traffic alerts to pass along for the rest of the week. The left lanes on I-10 East and West between the Americas Interchange and Zaragoza Overpass will be closed daily this week, twice a day. Once from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., then again in the evening from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. the following morning, and this will be every day until Friday. And speaking of traffic, let's take a live look outdoors right now for your lunchtime commute. Things looking pretty good at US 54 in Van Buren in northeast El Paso. The roads look pretty clear on this what we can call a beautiful day. Not a single cloud in the sky today, but of course, if anything ties you up this hour, we will let you know. US 54 in Pershing also looking pretty good. And we have much more to come here on ABC 7 at noon, but first we'll check in with meteorologist Crystal Cly live in the Storm Track Weather Lab.
The beautiful weather continuing today, but we're tracking a cold front. And does that mean changes for your Thursday? The answer is up after your break.
ABC 7 Extra, Sunday nights at 10:35, only on ABC 7. Anchors dressed by Ella Blue.
Who's not hooked on Church's seafood? Get 2 flaky crispy fish fillets or 8 big butterfly shrimp with fries and our famous scratch-made biscuit.
Have the love. From the moment you meet us, you'll know you're in good hands, because the hands of Dr. Ozen Sozer are more like that of an artist. Whether you want to look more youthful or correct a flaw in your appearance, our commitment to you has led to the creation of El Paso's only spa-like, state-of-the-art surgical center. Now offering, and for a limited time, moderate weight loss, 20% off. Financing is available. That's why you should put your dreams in our hands. At El Paso Cosmetic Surgery, call 915-351-1116 or visit elpasoplasticsurgery.com.
If I got hurt in a car wreck, I know my car repairs would add up quick.
If I got hurt in a car wreck, I know I need help fast.
Get hurt in a car wreck, need help quick and fast? Call me now. I'm attorney Brian Longcar, the strong arm. We'll get to work for you the minute you call to get you everything you deserve.
I know I'm gonna call, because I'll get help quick.
I know I'll call, because I'll get the help I need fast.
If I get hurt in a car wreck, I'm calling Brian Longcar, because I'll get everything I deserve.
For quick and fast, call me.
The casino at Sunland Park has the cure for spring fever. A chance to win $10,000 cash on Spring for Green Saturdays, February 14th and 28th. Win $1,000 in Fiesta bonus play or $10,000 cash. Earn entries February 1st through 28th with 2 times entries on Tuesdays and 5 times entries on Fridays. The casino at Sunland Park, your place to be. I-10 to Sunland Park exit. Play responsibly. Helpline 1-800-572-1142.
At Mattress Firm, you'll always get the lowest price, or it's free, guaranteed. Plus, guaranteed on-time delivery. Mattress Firm. Save money. Sleep happy.
At Church's, we know feeding your family is a big deal. That's why you'll get a big deal on our lovingly prepared small batch chicken. Get 10 mixed pieces of our crispy hand-battered chicken for just $10.99. But hurry, a deal this big won't last long.
Have the love.
The maquila and warehousing industries have been very good to Santa Teresa.
We've gone from 800,000 square foot of empty space out here to our last 8,000 square feet available.
There's plenty of room to grow, but there's a problem.
We need to get some more developers to come in and build buildings that we can put companies in.
ABC 7's Andrew J. Polk looks into Santa Teresa's growing pains. Thursday night on ABC 7 at 10, after an all-new How to Get Away with Murder. Get ABC 7 news and weather updates on the go. Download the free KVIA.com app today.
Welcome back. Live midday weather coverage is only on ABC 7 at noon. This shot is from the camera on top of the ABC 7 studio. Another gorgeous, gorgeous day. I'm loving it. I love these temperatures.
Exactly.
Are literally perfect to me.
It's that time where you can go outdoors right now, not necessarily need a jacket.
Yep.
But in the mornings, that might be a good idea, or maybe once the sun goes down, right?
Yeah, we have to still remind everyone we are officially in winter.
Yes,
it's
that's
February, so in the morning, still grabbing the jacket. But the good news is you can peel it on off. I decided to rock the sleeveless dress today.
I know, you're brave.
I went for it.
I still get very cold easily, so I got to wear the jacket.
I will admit I brought a suit jacket over in the corner,
Just
so
in case,
I decided to go for it though, and that's because temperatures, they're just continuing to warm outside. Let's start with that look again outside. Just so nice. Why not go back to it? This is actually from our downtown camera, so it's a little more zoomed out, seeing the town out there. Our temperature is at 63 degrees already. This is warmer than yesterday, as promised. We just keep with the warming trend. Calm winds right now and skies sunny, but the winds, that's going to change. We're going to move to breezy conditions as we track later into the day, tonight, and especially into your Thursday, all because of a cold front. We'll get to that in a second. Here's your temperatures the rest of the area. 54 Ruidoso. We're at 62 in TRC and 64 in Deming. Also sitting at 63 Las Cruces, and nearly there Guadalupe Pass at 62 outside. For your winds, remember we said they're going to be picking up. They already are a little to the east of us. 14 Ruidoso, 18-mile-per-hour winds. Alamogordo, and we're good and windy. Guadalupe Pass, 30-mile-per-hour winds checking in right now. Winds you can obviously tell a little different the farther along that you track west, and then they do pick up again along those higher elevations. 21 miles per hour Silver City, 12 in Deming. I do expect the values right along the central parts of our viewing zone to pick up later today because, again, we are looking at a cold front system. There it is. Now we're looking at the lower levels for this cold front system. That's where frontal systems pass through. And at the lower level, that front sits to the north of us right now, but it will be dropping throughout the afternoon into the evening south. And as it does so, the breezy conditions come on with it. Those winds picking up gusts into the 20s as we see a little farther east already into the 30s. This cold front system will actually continue to drop down south and edge a little farther to the west, which will give us slightly cooler air for your Thursday also. But overall, at the upper level, a ridge is keeping us warm. On your 7-day windcast, gusts at 25 miles per hour late today, tonight, and then also into your Thursday. Some of us turning windy by Thursday, especially along western mountain slopes. Friday, winds are lighter though, and then we stay nice and calm your Saturday, Sunday, into next week. Gusts just at 15 miles per hour. Very typical days for us outside. On your clouds and radar map, one thing that our cold front will not be bringing us, unfortunately, rain. We're just looking at clear skies out there today. No rain expected in the forecast as we move through today. In fact, the sunshine will dominate the entire area. On your El Paso forecast, 70 is the high for today. Breezy outside and sunny conditions. Then we move through to tonight. Clear outside, down to 38. That is a little cooler than what we saw this morning. The reason for that, again, that cold front, while it is weak and short-lived, it's enough to change our forecast just a tad. Our sunset time at 5:43. Into Las Cruces, 68 is our temperature today. Breezy also with those gusts into the 20s through tonight. 35 is the forecast low, but at 35 and gusts to 25, it will feel cooler than it actually is. Wind chills likely to around or just below freezing, meaning that tonight into your Thursday morning, you definitely want the coat, although again, you'll probably peel it off as we move into the afternoon. Your temperatures today, 67 Sierra Blanca and 66 at the pass. Tonight, we drop down to 29 degrees there and 32 Van Horn. Again, this whole area already experiencing those windy conditions. Now for your 7-day forecast. 70 today, drops off 66 tomorrow. That's actually still above average. Breezy on your Thursday, sunny through your weekend, and check out the temperatures climbing 70 on your Friday, 73 Saturday, and by Sunday, we're at 74 degrees. I'm talking outdoor weather for your weekend.
It almost feels like we're fast forwarding to March. We're just skipping February altogether.
It feels a little like that, yeah.
I'm fine with that, right?
Yeah, I'm okay with it, yeah.
Okay.
I haven't gotten any complaints from any viewers yet, so.
Good, yes.
That's good.
Keeping everyone happy. Thanks, Crystal.
The celebration is just getting started in Boston.
The New England Patriots are back home with another championship title. We'll take you to that celebration.
Is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Save money. Sleep happy.
It's the biggest Tempur-Pedic event in Mattress Firm's history. It's our Tempur-Pedic Overstock event. We just took delivery of $5 million of Tempur-Pedic inventory and need to clear it out. Tempur-Pedic Queen mattress sets are as low as $57 per month with 0% APR for 4 years. And with approved easy credit financing, get a free frame, free 2-pack of pillows, or free delivery. So don't miss the Tempur-Pedic Overstock event at America's #1 Tempur-Pedic retailer, Mattress Firm.
The quality of a private Christian education, the affordability of a state university. Visit gcu.edu.
Hi. You can't tell by looking at me, but I'm a con artist. I look successful, and I offer free lunch seminars to help seniors with their finances. I'll tell you that I can make you a lot more money on some guaranteed investments. And when you trust me with your money, and you will, I'll take you for everything you've got.
If you think you may be the victim of investment fraud, contact the State of New Mexico Securities Division.
One day, you're a guy with a job, a family, and a future. And the next, you're an active senior, seeking an exciting retirement lifestyle full of limitless possibilities.
Here you go, hon.
And maybe you wonder, shouldn't there be more to life than maintenance-free living? If you want a different version of living life to the fullest,
There you are.
you're invited to pay us a visit.
Gave you the senior discount.
The Good Samaritan Society, White Acres, 834-6002.
Has your car or truck been in a fender bender? Remember, you have the right to choose where you have your repair done. So insist on Rudolph Body and Paint. We're at I-10 and Red Road.
The New England Patriots are back home. The victory parade for the Pats was supposed to happen yesterday, but it was postponed because of the winter storm. Today, nothing stopped the celebration. The Patriots beat the Seattle Seahawks 28-24 in dramatic fashion at the University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The Lombardi Trophy was in full display today, to say the least. Meanwhile, the former Patriot Aaron Hernandez was not celebrating. His trial continues today in Massachusetts with a new juror in place. A female juror was dismissed Tuesday after the judge found she had discussed evidence and formed an opinion about the case. Hernandez is accused in the 2013 shooting death of semi-pro football player Odin Lloyd, whose body was found not far from his home. The former NFL star has pleaded not guilty to murder and weapons charges. Hernandez is also accused in the 2012 shooting deaths of 2 men in Boston. He's pleaded not guilty. A judge blocked any mention of that case in his current trial.
The daughter of the late singer Whitney Houston has been moved to another hospital in Atlanta. Bobby Christina Brown was found face down and unresponsive in a water-filled bathtub in her home over the weekend. She was later put into a medically induced coma. Her family isn't saying much about her condition, only that the 21-year-old is fighting for her life. A lawyer for Brown's father says his team is investigating what led to her hospitalization.
We've gotten several complaints from El Pasoans saying filing a police report for nonviolent crimes has become a big headache.
Long wait times on the phone and a glitchy website are frustrating El Pasoans. So we spoke with the El Paso police and the city about the problem. Reporter Jerry Nahira has this ABC 7 Listens.
If you've gotten on the city website to file a police report, it's not happening. Several glitches in the system make it nearly impossible to file a report. You can enter birth dates, but the site keeps telling you you need to enter a number. In other instances, the system will ask you for a date, but you can't type in a date before the year 2000.
We've been rolling out a new website design that started last Thursday.
City Information Technology Director Enrique Martinez tells me they are revamping the city's website. That website also includes the El Paso Police Department, and it has come with some issues.
With a website rollout of this magnitude, there's additional components that need to be modified. There are some components as far as the calendars, some limitations there that have been identified, and we're actively working on that as we speak.
And what about calling in a report? Viewers have told us they've had to wait on hold for up to an hour without anyone answering the call.
Ideally, of course, we would like to improve the wait time.
Police spokesman Mike Baraña tells me it all depends on how busy the phone lines are that day.
You may call the police to report a burglary and get an officer at your house in 2 minutes one day, and the next day you call and report the same burglary and it takes them 15-20 minutes to get there. It's not something that's 100% predictable, but we do the best that we possibly can with the resources that we have.
City officials tell ABC7 the police reporting page will now take a top priority and all the kinks should be worked out by Thursday evening.
And we have all your top headlines straight ahead.
More on the latest hostage killed by ISIS and how the King of Jordan responded. All that coming up next.
This portion of ABC 7 News is sponsored by J. Edwards Diamonds.
If you want a new career, let Vista College prepare you with the skills employers are looking for when they hire.
Well, the thing that sets Vista College graduates apart is the fact that they have great training as well as hands-on training. They're able to work in the lab to where when they come out in the field, it's not a big surprise and they're ready to go to work.
Vista College is nationally accredited and puts you on the fast track to a financially rewarding career.
When I am looking at a resume and trying to determine what type of person I'm going to hire, the first thing I look at is their prior education. If I see somebody has attended Vista College, I know that they're going to be an individual that has gone above and beyond their normal local person that I can hire, and absolutely I would hire that person over another person.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify. New classes start every 5 weeks. Train for a career that can give you a better life. Call us for more information. Vista College, because here you matter.
Different doesn't come along every day. And when it comes to health insurance, different is almost impossible to find. Until today. We're New Mexico Health Connections, and we are different. Refreshingly different. How? We're about people, not profits. So the money we make goes to lowering premiums and improving benefits for our members. And our growing network of more than 6,000 providers gives you access to quality physicians and hospitals for less. Yeah. Different isn't for everyone, just those who prefer quality coverage for less money.
Register free for the 2015 El Paso Baby Pageant. Great family fun for boys and girls 1 month to 6 years. Call 915-849-1444 or go to elpasobabypageant.com.
Take a huge comedy event.
It's what we've been waiting for.
Now double it.
Yes.
It's the Fresh Off the Boat double-decker series premiere.
It's the American way, right?
You know about that.
It's a double header. It's double stuff.
Okay.
It's... You get it. There's 2 of them, so you can really get a taste.
Free sample. This is free. Okay.
Plus Fresh Off the Boat. 2-episode premiere before and after an all-new Modern Family. Tonight on ABC.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC 7 at noon.
Good afternoon and thanks for watching ABC 7 at noon. I'm Denise Olivas.
And I'm Luke Linnen.
And let's get straight to some breaking news that we've gotten just into our newsroom. More details on the violent hostage situation involving 2 Border Patrol agents Monday night. An affidavit just obtained by ABC 7 says the victim was shot in the head and taken to Del Sol Medical Center. The deputies arrested 40-year-old Alberto Montelongo. Customs and Border Protection officials confirmed that he is a Border Patrol agent. And Montelongo is now charged with 2 counts of criminal attempted murder and remains in jail today on a $300,000 bond. The El Paso Sheriff's Office say the hostage situation unraveled late Monday night at a home off Desert Willow and Bradley in Montana Vista. CBP says Montelongo and the other off-duty patrol agent were involved in a domestic dispute. ABC 7 confirmed with the Central Appraisal District that Montelongo and his wife Angelica Parra own the home. Well, this information new at noon, and we've been telling you about the affidavit that we just obtained identifies the victim as Jesus Rodriguez. He told investigators he went to the home to visit his girlfriend, Angelica Parra. The court documents state Rodriguez was shot in the head and then taken to the hospital where he remains in critical condition. Montelongo was just arrested last Friday for a domestic dispute. He's an agent that has been with Border Patrol for 11 years and was stationed at the Isleta station. Our newsroom is following the story, so tune in to our later newscast for any other developments throughout the day.
And you're taking another live look of the city from our exclusive ABC 7 Mountain Cam. Another gorgeous afternoon this week. For a look at your Storm Check weather forecast, let's take it over to Storm Check meteorologist Crystal Fly. And Crystal, we just keep saying it, but it's another gorgeous day.
Absolutely perfect conditions outside, just as we've seen the last couple of days. I thought we'd start with the national map because I want to show off what we could be sitting at if we were a little farther north, say. 8 degrees Fargo, 18 Rapid City, and just 25 outside in Denver. Caribou up in Maine at 13 degrees, and Buffalo, well, I guess you can say they're doing a little better off, 31 outside. Then you drop south. Look how nice we're all sitting in the south. 50 New Orleans, 51 San Antonio, and 67 in Tucson. We are on the better end of things. Not quite Tucson level, but nearly so. Check out these temperatures on our WeatherNet sites. These are sponsored by Mattress Firm. We're at 66 degrees already at the War Eagles Museum, and here at the studio in West El Paso, 63 degrees. We're also at 67 now at the Tech H2O Center, with winds picking up farther east, now nearing about that 15-mile-per-hour range, and do expect them to bump up into the 20s as a cold front heads our direction. We'll talk more about winds. We'll also check in on your future track model a few minutes from now.
All right, thank you for that, Crystal. ISIS released the shocking video showing a captured Jordanian pilot being burned to death in a cage. Jordan's king arrived in Amman, cutting his visit short to Washington. He is trying to persuade his people to support an even tougher line against the militants. Thousands gathered for funeral prayers for the murdered pilot at the Grand Mosque. The brutality of the murder has stunned the world. Jordan has already retaliated by executing 2 al-Qaeda terrorists on death row there. Their bodies were removed from the prison earlier today. And one of those executed was the failed female suicide bomber that ISIS tried to get released in exchange for that pilot.
Federal investigators are at the site of a fiery commuter train crash that killed 6 people about 20 miles north of New York City last night. National Safety Board officials say today that they will examine the Metro-North Railroad train's black box style recorders. Investigators will also scrutinize the recordings from track signals and interview the train's operator. Meanwhile, local officials are working to identify those killed. Metro-North, the nation's second busiest commuter rail, has been under fire after a series of accidents, including a 2013 derailment that killed 4 when the operator fell asleep.
25 people are confirmed dead so far after a plane in Taiwan goes down, and it was all caught on dash cam video. The scene, as you can imagine, horrifying. The dash cam camera from a vehicle on the highway captures the Trans-Asia plane you see there as it clips a bridge and plunges into a river just after taking off from Taipei. It crushed a taxi cab before plunging into the water. We know 58 passengers were on board. The survivors of the crash escape, and the dramatic rescues are played out on live television. More than 100 first responders remain at the scene trying to search for any other survivors.
The city is getting closer to getting a new biomedical research building. City council members unanimously voted to facilitate the financing of the construction of the Cardwell Collaborative, a project of UMC. Here's a rendering of what it will look like. The president of the Medical Center of the Americas Foundation tells us the building will be a 60,000 square foot facility and will help draw medical researchers from around the country to our area. The multi-million-dollar project will help financed through local banks. Construction crews will be on site as soon as next Monday, with a groundbreaking ceremony scheduled for February 19th.
And Mayor Oscar Leeser was happy to announce last week that Douglas Steel was promising 55 new jobs in El Paso. But one council member is not too excited about the news. City Rep Claudia Ordaz points out 45 of those 55 jobs Douglas is bringing pays less than $25,000 a year. A single mom or dad would qualify for food stamps with that wage, says Ordaz. Council was considering giving the company about $85,000 in tax breaks, but instead postponed the vote, challenging the company to come back with better salaries. Here's what the Douglas Steel vice president had to say.
Call me to find out that any of my employees at my facility are on food stamps. That's not what we strive for. So I would like to say, just off the cuff, that I would raise every one of those by $1 an hour.
And I don't believe we should be giving tax dollars, incentivizing these types of proposals that are just lowering our median income. This sends a strong message that we're not a city that's just dependent on low-paying wages. We're not. I think we're better than that. We're past that era.
And that $1 increase wasn't enough for City Council, who they postponed that vote for 2 more weeks.
The number of undocumented workers from Mexico continues to decline sharply. Rather than risk crossing the border, more young people are finding reasons to stay home. And as Angela Cochaga reports, some are finding jobs in Mexico's thriving aerospace industry.
On one side of this highway in the state of Querétaro, Mexico's past is rooted in rural life. On the other, the future is taking flight. Here at the Aerospace University, students learn skills that range from building airplane parts to aircraft maintenance and engineering. Cecilia Rios says she's learned a lot and has not had to pay a peso for tuition or materials. In this workforce training program, the state government covers half the cost. Nearby aerospace companies, the other half. It's all happening in a region where generations have taken the well-worn path north to look for work in the U.S., especially Texas. Jorge Vega says in the past, people did not have these opportunities. He plans to stay put rather than risk crossing the border.
So instead of deciding going outside Mexico, they are moving inside Mexico, and many people is really pointing at Querétaro as an opportunity land.
While poverty persists in some other parts of Mexico, in this pocket of prosperity and growth, it seems the sky is the limit. The ultimate goal is not only to teach students handcrafted manufacturing, but mind-crafted, where they will design and engineer the aircrafts of the future. Now, in this deeply faithful region of Mexico, many are also beginning to believe that hard work can pay off here at home. Angela Kocherga, ABC 7.
And a live look at your lunchtime commute right now. Our text traffic cameras showing everything looks pretty good right now. Montana and Zaragoza, it's typically a very busy intersection, but at this time, things are looking pretty good. Of course, if anything ties you up, this is on the other side of town. Paisano at Executive also looking pretty clear. Well, after the break, we have Storm Track meteorologist Crystal Clyde with your full forecast.
You're watching ABC 7, where news comes first.
You can watch the news at 9 p.m. or you can get involved with your newscast.
We're actually taking an in-depth look at a story that never fails to get you talking.
ABC 7 at 9 on the El Paso Las Cruces CW with Bob Harp and Nicole Gomez. Join the discussion on Facebook and Twitter. See your opinions. You provide the perspective you won't see anywhere else. ABC 7 at 9, weeknights on the El Paso Las Cruces CW.
ABC 7 and the Mattress Firm team up to bring you ABC 7's Storm Track Weather Net.
When you want to know what the weather is like in your neighborhood, it's ABC 7 Storm Track Weather Net.
With 18 WeatherNet sites across El Paso and Las Cruces, you'll get live up-to-the-minute weather conditions in your neighborhood. On air during ABC 7 News and online 24/7 at KVIA.com.
The most accurate weather data all day and every day.
ABC 7's Storm Track Weather Net, sponsored by the Mattress Firm.
There's never been a better time to switch to AT&T U-verse high-speed internet. That's because now with a qualifying internet bundle, you get to choose a free device. You'll get reliable internet that works when and how you want it. Plus, pick a new device. Now that's a win-win.
Call AT&T to choose the free Samsung Galaxy Tab 4 for internet in the palm of your hand. Or choose the free Samsung 40-inch TV for watching your favorite shows and movies.
Get U-verse high-speed internet. It's fast and affordable. With AT&T, you can connect all your Wi-Fi devices and save on smartphone and tablet data usage at home.
So get U-verse high-speed internet for just $24.95 a month for 12 months with a qualifying bundle and a 1-year price guarantee. And choose a free Samsung Galaxy Tab 4 or a free Samsung 40-inch TV.
Just call one of our experts to switch today. Go ahead, the choice is yours. Get a connection you can count on with U-verse high-speed internet, and with a qualifying bundle, choose your free device. Only with AT&T.
Welcome back. Here's a check of your current temperatures outside. I thought we'd start off with these because, again, it's bragging weather day. 63 degrees already in El Paso, and how about 65 in Las Cruces? We are at 64. Deming, also in the low 60s. TRC, Silver City, Alamogordo, and the mid-50s for Ruidoso. Great conditions to start off our afternoon. And because this is just the start of our afternoon, we know these temperatures, they're still going to be warming up a bit more into the later part of your day. Here's a look at the upper level chart. This is why we are dealing with those warm conditions. That ridge, or the bubble of warm dry air as we like to call it, it's sitting right over the southwest, meaning that warm air can just nuzzle right next to us and stay where it's at. It's really not going to move. We're talking a ridge sticking in place for quite some time right on into your weekend. Now, at the lower levels, near the surface, we can see some changes slip on in underneath, and that's what we do have going on. At the lower level, we've got a cold front that's sitting off to the north of us, and it's going to actually drop down to the south through the rest of today and into your Thursday, meaning breezy conditions and some slightly cooler air slipping into place over us as we move through to your Thursday. That will affect our temperatures, but just for your Thursday. Other than that, we're looking at conditions continuing to crank on up thanks to that ridge right on through, as we mentioned, your weekend. On your regional wind speed map, winds are already picking up in some spots. 20 miles per hour Ruidoso, 30 mile per hour winds sustaining Guadalupe Pass, and 15 Alamogordo. More calm conditions in El Paso, but also windy now Silver City at 23, Deming 12. So with windy conditions, how about a look at your gusty conditions? If we can get that map to pick up, we are tracking gusts at 28 miles per hour, Silver City, and 17 in Deming. Your gusts stronger, almost 30 Ruidoso, and nearly 40 Guadalupe Pass. Do expect for the Las Cruces, El Paso area to start seeing those windier conditions a little later this afternoon and into the evening, which will mean wind chills in effect tonight. On your future track model, we're starting off with primarily just clear skies on the board. And I say starting off, but really I should say we're sticking with that, because as we move through to 7 p.m., still just clear on the map. Overnight, clear through to 7 a.m. Notice some clouds building off to the east of us, but they won't affect our area. We just stay with that bubble of warming conditions outside. Even with a cool front and cooler air over us, the temperature will actually still be above average for this time of year. We move through to 7 p.m. Thursday, still sunny skies, and then as we move overnight into Friday, a clear overnight. Friday, we bounce back to the warming temperatures, meaning right into the 70s yet again. Your El Paso weekend, here's a look. We're at 73 by your Saturday and 74 by your Sunday in El Paso. Overnights in the low 40s. Same in Las Cruces, low 40s overnight. 71 Saturday and your Sunday. Sunny sky conditions both days of our weekend. Let's talk about the forecast for today. Starting off with your El Paso forecast, 70 degrees today, tonight down to 38. So a little cooler thanks to that cold front, and breezy. Same can be said for Las Cruces. We're looking at 68 degrees today, tonight down to 35. And over to the rest of our forecasting zone, temperatures not too shabby. 68 in Deming, 59 Ruidoso, and 67 in Van Horn. Our lows for tonight dropping off to the 30s in West Texas, with 29 at the Pass and 37 Silver City. And now for your 7-day forecast. Conditions just really couldn't get better on this 7-day forecast. Breezy on your Thursday, a few spot clouds. Otherwise, 70 on Friday, moves 73 Saturday, and as we mentioned, peaking at 74 degrees on your Sunday. We'll be right back.
Don't miss the big sale at Furniture Row. You'll find incredible deals store-wide on dining sets, sectionals, and more. We're making room, and when we make room, you save big. The big sale, on now at Furniture Row.
What does affordable health insurance really mean? Take a look. John from Taos has a household income of $19,500, and because he qualifies for a discount, John pays only 72 cents a day for a plan that covers him for doctor's visits, hospitalization, emergency room visits, and more. Go to BeWellNM.com to get an idea of what you could pay for really affordable health insurance. Time is running out, so avoid penalties and enroll today. Be healthier, be happier, be insured through BeWellNM.
Record success. Fighting the largest insurance companies in the nation. Sharply focused. Aggressive. Results-oriented. Wainwright. Injury Lawyers. Named by Newsweek.com National Legal Superstar. Respect. Justice. Demand it. Wainwright Injury Lawyers. Available 24/7.
At Sam's Club, find top brands at members-only prices. Here's the savings breakdown. 36 rolls of quilted northern, only $18.98. Savings breakdown, less than 53 cents a roll. Get ready to party with 186 Dixie paper plates, less than 8 cents each. Tide Pods 90 count for $20.98. Savings breakdown, about 24 cents a load. Join your new club in El Paso now and get a $20 gift card. Sam's Club. Life is better in the club.
Plan rest and they'll be getting in.
Tonight at 8 on the El Paso Las Cruces CW.
Don't miss the big sale at Furniture Row. you'll find incredible deals store-wide on dining sets, sectionals, and more. We're making room, and when we make room, you save big. The big sale, on now at Furniture Row.
The maquila and warehousing industries have been very good to Santa Teresa. There's a problem.
We need to get some more developers to come in and build buildings that we can put companies in.
ABC 7's Andrew J. Polk looks into Santa Teresa's growing pains. Thursday night on ABC 7 at 10, after an all-new How to Get Away with Murder.
Welcome back to ABC 7 at noon. We have a very special guest today here in our studio. We have Olga Chavez, and you're the director of the diversity programs over at El Paso Community College.
Right.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And today we're talking
Appreciate it.
about, February is Black History Month, and of course, community EPCC always taking part in that celebration the entire month. So plenty of events to take part in, right?
Right. We are very pleased to have another array of events this year, as we have other years, and I'm glad to be here representing a large community committee and EPCC people who are working.
And as part of, the director of diversity programs, you also have to show your involvement in all of these different types of holidays, and I know you also do like Hispanic Heritage Month as well. So there's the diversity itself showing,
Exactly,
and how the college gets involved. So just tell us about some of these programs that will be hosted.
Well, we're excited of providing diversity activities for the college, and want to just plug that we have gotten an award for this 2014 for doing these diversity, and this is highlights for the Black history. And for the 9th of February, we're going to have Jazz Night, and many of you might know these people, Mike Hamilton and Billy Taos, who have performed throughout the community, and they're excellent performers. But we're also going to have a taste of finding out about the history of jazz, how it came about, and why it's important to our community. And on the February 16th, we are having a performing arts night. We have involved a lot of our programs, the drama, the dance, and contributions to the African American through our artistic expression. And last but not least, we have In the Spotlight, which is February 23rd, and this is going to be by Phyllis Darris Wallace. He is from New York City. He has been here before, and he's going to portray Martin Luther King. Wow. So all of these events are free. That's important to know.
That was my next question, yes.
It's 7 in the evening, 7 to 9 in the evenings. They're all Mondays, and they're located at the Administrative Service Center on Viscount.
And we have that information on your screen. We also provided a number in case you want any more information, because there are so many events. The number there, 831-3324. And after ABC 7 at noon, we'll have a link in our on our website in our links mentioned section, where you can get the entire list, because as we were just talking, there are plenty more events that people can participate in.
Certainly.
And knowing that they're free, you can take the entire family, and
we hope that you do partake in all what we have to offer.
Well, thank you so much for being with us here on ABC 7 at noon, and always sharing with us, what EPCC is doing and what they're getting involved in, and congratulations on that award.
Thank you very much, Jenny.
And we're back after the break with more news.
Dad was diagnosed with diabetes, and he gave us quite a scare.
But he's controlling it really well now. He's eating better, he's exercising.
They said that my diabetes could lead to kidney disease, and that I might have it and not even know it. So I'm having my kidneys checked tomorrow, because I plan to be around for him.
Or her.
Or him.
If you have diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, or a family history of kidney disease, ask your doctor to check your kidneys.
It's Mattress Firm's President's Day coupon sale preview. Get a sneak peek and get coupon savings of up to $500 on all the best brands, like Sealy Posturepedic mattress sets. Save $100 off our everyday low price, plus take an additional $200 off. Final price just $398.99. And sleep interest-free until 2018. Plus, save even more when you hashtag Sleep Happy. Only Mattress Firm guarantees our low price, or your mattress is free. So don't miss Mattress Firm's President's Day coupon sale preview.
If you're shopping for a great used car, truck, or SUV, you really owe it to yourself to come visit us at Rudolph Chevrolet. We're at I-10 and Red Road.
If your legs could talk, what do you think they would say?
I wish I could get some sleep.
She keeps scratching, but I always itch.
I just can't do the things I used to do.
These cramps are really getting old.
At Universal Vascular Center, we can diagnose and treat these symptoms quickly with virtually no pain.
Once I started the procedure, major difference. The pain gone, that burning sensation from my knee to my thigh gone.
Call Universal Vascular Center to set up a free screening. To find out more, visit Ask the Expert at KVIA.com.
I can't stay here any longer. My sister, my city.
Are you trying to kill yourself?
No more death.
To defeat this man, you must think like him. Be like him.
Tonight at 7 on the El Paso Las Cruces CW.
Have you ever had to use the restroom at a city park here in El Paso but had nowhere to go? City Council flushing out some ideas so you can get a little relief when needed. It won't be cheap though. ABC7's Maria Garcia has the story.
When the kids are out there playing, they're drinking water, drinking Gatorade or whatever. When they have to go, they got to go. And so it's a health and safety issue.
The city of El Paso has 242 parks. Only 38 have restrooms. That's because of a city policy of only installing restrooms at parks that are larger than 12 acres.
To put a bathroom in each one of them is not prohibitive, but to maintain them is, because we all know the bathrooms get vandalized constantly.
Even installing a porta potty in each park could cost the city between $1 and $2 million.
So the kids are going to the restroom, but they're doing it behind a tree, behind someone's rock wall, behind someone's fence.
And to say that we're going to have a restroom facility for every one of our parks, we would love to have that. Just like I would love a salary of $150,000 for every single worker in this city. We're not going to get there.
Installing restrooms at the renovated San Jacinto Plaza would have cost $400,000, so the city decided against it.
And then I'm going to spend that kind of money to put a bathroom in a 2-acre park downtown when I'm depriving little children and other parks of bathrooms. No, it does have to be an all or nothing, because that's what's fair to everybody.
And once again, that was Maria Garcia reporting. A city committee is going to review the issue, explore costs, and analyze how other cities tackled the problem. We'll be right back with more news after the break. Stay with us.
Come celebrate 125 years of Yes at Conn's with huge savings store-wide. Go to Cons.com to apply and get approved for your Yes Money financing. Then shop the anniversary sale.
You only need one reason to visit whatsuppub.com every day, but we'll give you 3. What's Up has the best community calendar in town. What's Up has local stories on food, concerts, art, sports, and more. What's Up has free ticket giveaways to top events. Visit whatsuppub.com today.
Your story doesn't add up. Where were you Friday night?
I told you.
Tell me again about this deal.
I switched to Time Warner Cable and got more HD and movies from Epix, ultra-fast internet, and unlimited nationwide calling.
Go on.
With TV equipment included, all for $89.99 a month. And for $9.99 a month, I added stars with a $50 rebate.
He's telling the truth. That's a great deal.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this show.
Oh, I do too.
Call now and get free installation. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better.
It's time to change health insurance for the better. We're New Mexico Health Connections, and we think health coverage should be about people, not profits. We're member-driven and physician-led, and the money we make goes to lowering premiums and improving benefits for our members. How's that for change? We have plans with $0 prescriptions, $0 copay for 3 primary care visits, and $0 copay for 3 behavioral health visits. You know what? Change is good. Really good. New Mexico Health Connections. Simple, honest, affordable health insurance.
Get ready, El Paso. Tough Heat 'em In and Championship Bull Riding are stampeding into town, celebrating 10 years of the world's best bull riding. $30,000 in prize money brings out the best from the U.S., Mexico, and Brazil. It's the 10th annual Casa Ford Tough Heat 'em In Championship Bull Riding, presented by the casino at Sunland Park Racetrack. Saturday, February 7th at the El Paso County Coliseum. Get your tickets online at Ticketmaster.com or by phone at 800-745-3000. It's the latest stop on the CBR Mahindra Road to Cheyenne. Sponsored by the Texas Lottery, Justin Tony Lama, Luke Casey, Bud Light, Metro PCS, and Cavenders.
Southwest University and ABC7 are proud to recognize the athletic and scholastic achievements of individuals and teams in our community. Because of these accomplishments, we distinguish them as our Community Champions. Community Champions, only on ABC7, sponsored by Southwest University.
When you think of police dog, you imagine a tough-looking dog with a mean bark. But for the Woods Cross, Utah Police Department, their only police dog is a small 3-pound rat terrier. But he's still an invaluable member of the police force. This is Spoticus, or Spot for short. The 15-month-old dog doesn't bark loud, doesn't take down criminals, and his favorite thing to do is, well, take a nap. But he's actually a police dog. Here's why.
One day, one of the detectives came in and he was just having a really bad day, really bad call. And then all of a sudden, Spot ran up to him and was so excited to see him. And it just, from that point on, it was, yeah, that dog's a big morale booster and we really need him here.
That's not something you see every day. Officers even get upset when Spot takes a sick day because they love him so much. The department is looking to hire an actual patrol dog, but they say it's not in the budget right now.
Well, it's almost like a science fiction movie. This summer, the Department of Homeland Security is going high-tech. It plans to roll out iris and facial recognition technology to the Border Patrol to help keep the border safe. Darren Hunt has a story you'll see only on ABC7.
First, we take the picture that we use.
Maria Jimenez is a computer science doctoral candidate at UTEP. She's been working with facial recognition technology similar to that the Border Patrol will soon use.
And after we start the experiment.
Border Patrol stations will do the actual collection of images from individuals being processed.
I think the time has come for that.
Olac Fuentes is an associate professor of computer science at UTEP. He says iris and facial recognition technology has greatly improved in the past decade.
Right now we're at the point where computers are just as accurate as humans at doing face recognition, but of course computers don't get tired, computers don't get bored, computers can be replicated. So in a sense, they can become a very useful aid.
The Department of Homeland Security anticipates the expansion of IDENT's infrastructure will support the matching of more than 10 million iris and face images. Now, the system already houses pictures of every individual who is fingerprinted, including those entering the United States and visa applicants.
You still get about a 97, 98% accuracy, which may be a little low if you think about 10,000 border crossings. 2 or 3% of that is a fairly significant number. We're talking about hundreds.
He said at this point, the limitations of iris and facial recognition technology should be understood.
The fact that the computer says you're a terrorist is no proof that you're a terrorist, and I think everybody understands that. Maybe if the computer says this person looks like somebody who's suspicious, maybe we need a person to analyze this situation a little more carefully.
And that was ABC7's Darren Hunt reporting. And now let's get you caught up on the news that is developing now. We have breaking details on that violent hostage situation involving 2 Border Patrol agents Monday night. One agent is charged with 2 counts of attempted murder, and an affidavit just obtained by ABC7 says that the victim was shot in the head and taken to Del Sol Medical Center. Deputies arrested 40-year-old Alberto Montelongo, who you see here, who is a Border Patrol agent. Montelongo is now charged with 2 counts of criminal attempted murder and remains in jail on a $300,000 bond. The El Paso Sheriff's Office say the hostage situation unraveled Monday night at a home off Desert Willow and Bradley in Montana Vista. CBP says Montelongo and another off-duty patrol agent were involved in a domestic dispute. ABC7 confirms Montelongo and his wife Angelica Parra own the home. Now, this information new at noon. ABC7 obtained that complaint affidavit, and it identifies, the victim as Jesus Rodriguez. He told investigators that he went to the home to visit his girlfriend, Angelica Parra. The court documents state Rodriguez was shot in the head and taken to Del Sol Medical Center. Montelongo was just arrested last Friday for a domestic dispute. Our newsroom is still working this story, so tune into our later newscast for the full developments. Crystal?
Here's a look at your 7-day forecast today. Your high 70 degrees, breezy late today, tonight, and your Thursday. A slight cool down at 66 Thursday, but back to the 70s Friday through your weekend.
All right, thank you for that, Crystal. Thank you for being with us here on ABC7 at noon.
Anchors dressed by Ella Blue.